Hi, thanks for looking. Andy here with the astrology. Let's have a look at what is going to happen in the stars, the planets, the heavens, the astro weather for today, Sunday the 24th of June 2018. Now, I am sorry that I haven't been around much. I may not be quite around much in the next couple of days, but I do have a new system working. Windows well, it's Windows. You don't need me to explain what's wrong with Windows. I've gone on to Linux. It's working a treat. Okay. Right now the moon is in Scorpio. That is going to change slightly as we go through the day depending where you are in the world, but we are actually going into a void, of course, this afternoon. While we've still got the Scorpio moon, a little bit emotionally difficult. People can be a bit jealous, and you're kind of either for someone or something or against someone or something. No one's going to believe that you're kind of sitting on the fence trying to be reasonable about things. The colours of the world turn black and white. Some use their sexual power and their sensuality in a way which quite honestly isn't helpful to them any more than it is anybody else. So do be careful for that. There may be tricksters, that kind of thing can be going on. But it's a good time for anything that needs a kind of an intense approach. I'll probably do some computer programming or something today, because anything that takes that kind of intensity and total devotion, total concentration excuse me, let's have a drink of tea. Anything needing that devotion and concentration is going to be heightened and work better under a Scorpio moon. So it's not all bad news, and Scorpios always know how to have a good time. Now then, 14:59 here in UK in our British summertime. The moon goes void, of course, so what's that? That is 1 minute to 3. So that is actually, let me see, 1 minute to midday on the eastern side of the States and Canada, Eastern Daylight Time basically, and 1 minute to 9 AM Pacific. So that is going to start really soon. That runs right through until 5:29 AM tomorrow, when the moon is actually going to enter Sagittarius. That again is UK time. 5:29 AM UK time is midnight 21 Eastern Daylight Time and 9:21 PM tonight Pacific. So you'll go through your void and get into Sagittarius on the west side, on the Pacific coast. And I hope you enjoy it. It's great when things move on, Things are more generous, people are more optimistic, and willing to kind of share their advice and their experience and help each other, basically. Well, that's the expression. People help each other more, generally speaking, under a Sagittarius moon. Can't promise that for everyone, but that's the influence, that's where it's going. A great time under a Saggy moon as well to get out and do open air things. So that's coming up tomorrow. As we go through the week, we have a Capricorn moon coming in on, let me see, Wednesday, and then on Thursday the moon actually reaches full, 5:52 AM UK time, midnight 52 AM on the 28th. On the eastern side of the States and Canada, on the west side, 9:52 PM, because that's the way it works, 8 hours behind. In Christchurch, New Zealand, it is going to be 18:52 PM on the 28th, because you guys are 13 hours ahead as far as I know. I try to include everyone as much as I possibly can. So that's what's coming up, but the big thing today really is that we're on our way into Sagittarius and we're still in Scorpio. The moon right now is 86.4% waxing gibbous. As I was just saying, full moon is very close now, so the energy is building up. There's quite a lot of powerful manifestational energy there, but there's something about this one. Basically, you do your own thing. You kind of be sure as much as you can. There are 4 planets retrograde at the moment. I've got my little book here and I'll look them up because I like to make sure I've got it right. And I have like all the memory of half a tennis ball. That's how good my memory is. Okay, so at the moment, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune and Pluto are all retrograde, and on the 26th of March, which is not long at all, Mars is going to join them and be retrograde as well. These retrogrades aren't a bad thing, really. There's no more chance of kind of good and bad happening during a retrograde than any other time, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. Because retrogrades themselves and planetary movements in astrology don't actually make bad things happen, it's just in the stream of karma and the chain of events that kind of teach us as we go through our life. These things come up roughly when the planets are in those positions, so don't blame them, go with the flow and roll with it, because it's nature and so are we. Right this minute, the moon is sextile Pluto, so it's a good time to be open to change and rearrangement, especially as the alignment is about to change. The sun is opposite Saturn, delays a cooling off time really, not too much going on there. People tend to be kind of quite careful, and it's probably good not to push forward too hard at the moment. That is the way it goes when the sun opposes Saturn. Mercury is void in Cancer, and Mercury actually isn't retrograde. We'll be looking at that as we go into July, because there is a Mercury retrograde in July. But Mercury is not retrograde, but is void in Cancer though. So schedules tend to go awry, timings tend to go wrong. People tend to be quite nervous as well. We might see some mad weather. It's actually very nice weather here in UK right this minute as I speak. We've got no lights on. There's no studio lights. This is the sun coming out of a window quite a long way over there. So that's how bright and cheerful it is here. I'm trying to be bright and cheerful as well. And as the moon is still in Scorpio, I hope you'll try very hard to be bright and cheerful too. Okay gang, well thank you very much for watching. I've got no idea how long I've been going on. All new equipment, wonderful stuff though. I'll get the measure of it. And pretty soon I'll be back to the daily ones. Meanwhile, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you can take any more, and if you do hit the subscribe button, make sure you tap the bell symbol as well to get all the notifications. Spread me around the internet, share the word, you know, whatever, anything like that you can do to help me get the word out is vastly appreciated. The YouTube algorithm doesn't seem to quite like what I'm doing at the moment, but I know people do. So if you can get the word out, that would be fabulous. Okay, gang, have a fantastic Sunday, the 24th of June. I will try to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back pretty soon, though, because things are working out. And they'll work out for you, too. Have a good one. Bye-bye.